Hello, hello. How is it going, everybody? Good to see all of you. Hope you can hear me okay. We're in the yellows. Hello. So many people are in the chat already. So cool. Make sure I finally got. Well, first of all, I hope everyone's doing well. Thank you so much for coming to our bi-weekly Ribblr show. Please let me know if the audio is sounding okay. Everything looks good on my end. My gosh, is this late? Oh, is it? I told you I would come back every week. Good to see you again, Gamer Llama. How's it going? So excited. Good to see you, Ken. Bracelet, hello. Fiona's Life, how's it going? And we're going to have the chat on screen too. So hopefully this makes it more accessible when viewing. Feel free to change the quality to 1080. Unmute as well. How's it going, Hazel? Yes, I do remember, Fiona. How is it going today? Let's see here if I can. Well, we are starting now, so I hope everyone's doing good. How was everyone's past 2 weeks? Hope everything's going good. We've had quite a few promotions and fun Ribblr surprises. The music there should be music. Let me know if all of you can hear the music. Hello, Mama Star. How's it going? Good to see you. Glad you could make it to today's show. How did you find out about it through our social media platforms, or was it just through the banner? Regardless, excited to have you here today. And then let me make sure the YouTube chat is up. Isn't Ribbit so cute? I like to think so. You're saying that you can't hear the music? Thank you so much for coming back, Bracelet. Happy to have you here today. Okay, let's see here. Hello, Tangled Mess. Good to see you. How's it going today? We got some fun stuff going on today. Very segmented. What does it mean by come hang out with us and win prizes? Asks Alania. Today we have some giveaways going on. You can win a postcard. We have our Freebie Friday going on. Might even have a chance to win a gem. Who knows? Who knows? So excited about all that. Yes, thank you so much for committing to the promise, Bracelet. You don't hear music either? All right. Let me... spot... All right. Let's try this again. All right. Let me know if you can hear the music now. I'm doing good. Thank you so much for asking, Tangled. Oh, okay. I was confused. Cool. All right. Well, I hope everyone's been doing good. Wait, so today you're showing us how to crochet something. So today we're talking shop. We're going over the breaking news, going over some of the community section on what's going on over there. I am going to take about 20 minutes and show those who are interested in uploading existing patterns to Ribblr and how to do that. So I'm going to be uploading one as well, and it will be free for all of you by the end of it, but only for the viewers. And then we're going to do a little bit of crafting at the end, but I do highly suggest that you, grab your favorite craft and get crafting during the show. How long is this show typically? This is only my second one. Usually about an hour and a half. If this doesn't start in the next minute, I will crash out. I'm going to type in try refreshing. Yeah, hour and 30 about. So yeah, we're here. We're chilling. And then I got to pull up the Instagram one as well. A lot going on. Was everyone able to use a gem this week? Did that work, Hazel? Lol, I'm still crocheting that long cat from last time. Oh, really? Nice. Okay, gonna go live on the Instagram. Hello, Anastasias. How's it going today? Good to see you. Happy to have you here today in the chat. What is going on? Worked for a second, then stopped. I'm not sure the reason for that. It doesn't look like anyone else is having that issue at the moment. So let's jump in to the first order of business. So we have our postcard giveaway today. So, you know, for all of still July, this is the last week of the giveaway you can get for a chance to win the postcard. Of course, you can always win it naturally by spinning the wheel and landing on that. So make sure you're feeding Ribbit every single day. That'll definitely give you a higher chance of winning a postcard. So all you have to do to get automatically entered into this postcard is type in your favorite summertime emoji. You can just put that in the chat and we'll go through that. Hello, Hooked by Marilyn. Good to see you. Thank you so much for making it. I hope you're doing well. How are you today? And hello, Mitt Dyer. Good to see you over on Instagram. For those watching on Instagram, we are streaming over on Ribblr and YouTube. So you can open up the Ribblr app or open up the Ribblr.com and you'll come find the show. Fiona says, my last show was last time, but this is the first time I've gotten here when it started. Nice, nice. Glad you could make it here on the earlier end of things. So all you have to do for a chance to win this postcard to be added to your account is just putting a summertime emoji and you'll be automatically entered. So you can put that in the chat if you are watching from Ribblr. All right, we have yarn and ice cream. Very cool, Hazel. What is that? Oh, it's a seashell. Cool, cool. Seashells are tight. That's actually, we're going to be, I'm going to try to do a quick, when we do the crafting segment of today, I'm going to actually work on a sand dollar pattern, which I haven't made before. Wait, emoji on here? Or, on here. So just in the chat right here. Simply Sophie, good to see you. I was at the show I was at the last show and I became addicted. Oh my gosh, addicted. Well, we actually might be, the schedule might be changing for the Ribblr show. So we'll keep everyone updated in the future. But looks like there maybe perhaps a week in August where the Ribblr show might be live every day. So we'll see. No promises. Okay, a lot of strawberries, ice cream, very cool. So as everyone enters for that, if you didn't know, which I feel like a lot of you should probably know this by now, but we do have our Ribblr surprises. So every Friday you can jump onto Ribblr and claim a free premium pattern from one of the designers on the platform. It's only a 24-hour promotion. All you have to do is follow their shop, and then you can claim the pattern for free. So we're taking a look by Lovely Crochet today and their amazing Sleepy Seal pattern. I am going to put that in the comments. That way you can go claim that yourself and have fun with it. I'm glad you could make it, Ken. I'm currently making a pattern. It's kind of summery. Nice, nice. What is it going to be? How does the Ribblr show work? We just go through, talk and shop through things, going over what's happening on Ribblr. Today we're going to be doing some other personal projects, but really your job as a Ribblr show viewer is to just sit back, relax, grab your favorite craft, and just hang out here. Oh, I'm so glad you got yours today, gamer. I saw that one. It's so cute. Just got it. The Seals of Dwarves. Yes, I'm so glad that so many of you are picking it up. So make sure to go grab that. Oh, I see why. Well, hold on. I got to go back to here. Sorry, everybody. Okay, we're gonna go grab that. Sorry, I want to make sure that y'all can hear the music. Hello, Sav White. How's it going? Come on by. You can come on by to the. If you're watching on Instagram, we are streaming over on Ribblr right now. So come find us on Ribblr.com. Kind of going through the slides. Sorry about that. My cat is on the ceiling. Well, I'm so glad that so many of you were liking the pattern. So make sure to go check that out again so you don't miss out. Once again, this is a 20. Well, actually, only how many more hours? 17 hours left for this promotion. So I'm gonna put the link back in the chat one more time. That way you can go grab it. I think I can. Oh, nice. So it's cool to see that some of y'all are friends here. Can you randomly say mushroom or potato? It looks like I just said both of them. So hopefully that makes you happy. So make sure you're entering in for both those for the postcard giveaway as well as the Freebie Friday. Go check that out. And while you do that, we actually have some breaking news. I'm going to be bringing, Ribbit's going to be bringing you today. I brought this up last time, but we do have every week a community post where you, as the community members, can let us know what's going on in the world as well as the community, and we get to bring it up on stream. So excited to show that off. I am going to take a step away and let Ribbit take it from here, and I'll be back and we'll go check out all the comments left on there.
Thank you, Vincent. Looking good today. Blankets are officially on the rise across Ribblr with a cozy wave of new projects underway. Users The Enchanted Crafter, Frockrochet33, Shutchetaholic 10, Mr. Frogman, Fiona's Life, Mulberry25, and Hazel412 have all picked up their hooks to start stitching blankets, many featuring star and flower motifs. One user even hinted at frogs making a cameo. It's soft, it's stylish, and it's definitely a trend to watch. Users report that Labubu is still trending with lots of makes and patterns added every day. These mischievous plushies are multiplying like yarn bunnies, and it looks like the craze isn't slowing down. In an unexpected plot twist fit for a telenovela, a Coldplay concert became the backdrop for a public cheating scandal. One fan confronted her partner mid-show, receipts and screenshots in hand. Ribblr users are calling it, "This drama's got more layers than a temperature blanket." In a surprise release, Pokemon Friends has launched on mobile and Switch, and it's suspiciously on brand for us crafters. The new game makes you solve puzzles to collect special yarn which can be used to create cute Pokemon plushes. Think of it as Amigurumi meets Match 3 with Pikachu. And yes, after hearing this news, I did immediately try to crochet a Bulbasaur. Don't ask to see the outcome. A new K-pop fantasy film featuring demon hunters, glittering swords, and perfectly choreographed fight scenes is making waves across fan circles. And yes, the fits are flawless. The hype is spilling over into Ribblr too, with users dreaming up themed projects and patterns. And while the film is trending, so is spoiling it for your friends. I haven't seen it yet, but apparently I know everything that happens. Thanks a lot, group chat. And that's all the stitch-worthy stories for today. I'm Ribbot, hopping off the news desk and sending it back to Vincent on the Ribblr Show. Ribbit, ribbit.
Thanks so much to Ribbit for that breaking news. Really appreciate seeing that. A lot of cool things happening in the crafting world. So you can come check it out. Yeah, a lot of cool patterns are dropping. A lot of cool, other ways that other, brands and companies are also picking up on it. So thank you to everyone for coming on by to the post. Let me show you what that looks like, so that way you can participate every week or every other week. Purple frog awareness, y'all. Can we maybe vote on a pattern? Can we maybe vote on a pattern we want? Like, put up a selection so we can vote on what we get on Fridays? That would actually be nice. A pattern like to work on. Oh my god, what someone should make a ribbon pattern. We'll go into that, but let me show you how you can get involved with the breaking news. So over here on Ribblr.com, in our community section, you can actually see that here's the post. So spill the tea. So there was actually quite a few, 198 of you commented letting us know about the community and what's going on. So thank you all so much for that. I am going to leave I'm going to leave a link in the chat so that way you can go check that out and see the community section. Hold on, I gotta grab my music again. So thank you so much for everyone being involved in that. Let's take a look at some of what people are talking about. So for example, this is a good place to like just let people know what you've been doing as well. Since you're a part of the community, it all is so important. Hello Mode Subhan on Instagram. How's it going today? Good to see you. Like the free gift Friday, but we decided to have a selection of patterns. Probably won't be doing that just because we do have a system in place, but we do have our gem pattern library, which we can go over, which I think will satisfy your eagerness to grab a pattern. So you can see here in the chat, in the comments, everyone's posting their fun work. You can, and that means you can be a part of this as well. Hello, Molly Molly, how's it going? We vote through the week, and Friday with the most votes is the Friday gift. Yes, unfortunately, we do have a system already in place months ahead, so we won't be able to do that. But I do appreciate the good idea and for your feedback. So thank you so much. So you can go through all of these. And this is also a really great way if you're looking for some online digital friends. It's a really good way to connect and find people who have similar interests. And of course, we're all on Ribblr, so we all like crafting. So it's pretty fun to see what people are doing. So feel free to click the link in the chat to go check that out. How does the Friday freebie system work? It works by, so we have every Friday, you'll be able to come claim a pattern on Ribblr for free, hosted by one of our amazing designers who opt into it. All you have to do as a user is just follow their shop, and it'll automatically become applicable to you to be able to claim for free. It does only last for 24 hours, so you do kind of have to like be on top of it. However, we do alert everyone through the show, through Instagram feed and stories, as well as push notifications and even the newsletter sometimes. So there's a lot of ways to be reminded on Ribblr to claim your pattern, and you shouldn't miss it. So definitely check that out. Thank you so much, Fiona. I'm so glad that you enjoyed being at the show. Like, how do you decide which pattern gets chosen? That is going to be a trade secret. It is, you do not need to concern yourself with the back workings of all that. That is why it is a job. So don't worry about that. Just enjoy what comes. Ribblr does a great job at offering a lot of patterns and other value to its users. So every day you come to Ribblr, there's always something new. So my best advice would be check out Ribblr, open up the app every day, and you should be surprised with something new. Find something inspirational or something to start on working. So even like this, you can share how many followers you've hit. Getting followers has been a pretty sweet deal as of late, because if you didn't know, with the glow up, so we can actually go to the home page on Ribblr. I guess I'm in the way. Hold on, let me move this. I want to be able to show you. Because we now have, so up here we have our following tab. So that way you can just kind of see, who you follow and all the things that show up there. So following on Ribblr right now is definitely has its perks for sure. Let's go back. So back to the spill the tea. So yeah, that's pretty much what I want to show you here. Is there anyone on here that have free crochet flower bouquet pattern, please? Would appreciate it. You follow a lot of people. Nice. So let's go back to, since we talked about this, let me go back to the host only. So that is the community section. Really like seeing what everyone has to say. We do want to involve as much as we can to the breaking news because Ribbit does have a lot to report on. So feel free to do that. You'll find that post. You can even find that in the Ribbit category section. So you can go check that out. Next thing that we are going to go over, actually, since you had someone in the chat had the idea of being able to vote on like the patterns that they want and everything, we can actually talk about Ribblr gems because this is an awesome new feature that Ribblr has just come out with very recently at the beginning of the month. So let's go through this little tutorial so you can learn a bit more about Ribblr gems. And if you have already claimed, then good for you. But for those who haven't, you want to definitely learn about this awesome and accessible way of getting new patterns. So let's go over it a little bit through this little tutorial. So Ribblr's going to show us here how to do it. So Ribblr gems are a fun digital token. If you had an account before July 14th, everyone was gifted a gem. So everyone should have at least one gem to kick it off. And we have a curated pattern library. So you can go into this library and you can use the gems to claim premium patterns, which is really awesome. So if money has been an issue, this is a great way to do it. You can win gems by spinning the wheel or by joining Ribblr Plus. So although you might be able to find fringe ways of getting your own gems, this is a really easy way to do it. So if you sign up for Ribblr Plus, that's a really great way. Every month on Gold, I think you get 1 gem per month, and on Platinum, it's 4, I think. So you can go check that out. A lot of fun stuff through the Ribblr Plus, and I am actually going to send that over to all of you. Let me go grab the link so that way you can go check out the different tiers for Ribblr Plus. I have Ribblr Plus myself, and I think it's actually, it's totally worth getting, in my opinion, being able to, I mean, there's so many things you can do, but let me send you over. So here are some of the Ribblr Plus things. Yeah, so Platinum, you get 4 free gem patterns monthly. So practically 4 free premium patterns just for your monthly payment. And then in Gold and Starter, you get 1 per. So let me send this to all of you. That way you can go check it out yourself. So we can go over here and explore the gems. So here's an example of the gem pattern library. A lot of cool stuff here. These are all premium patterns. You can even see the price that's crossed out. And you can see here, here's my balance of 5. And these 20 patterns will be rotating every week or every month. So every month there will be a brand new fresh amount that you can go check out. Fiona says, I love the gem feature. I'm just excited to see what the next patterns are going to be. There's 1 gem in my balance just waiting to be used. Nice, nice. And we also do have our Ribblr Gem Challenge going on as well. So you can enter into that. So if you are working on a pattern from the library, you can go submit that for a chance to win the giveaway too. Yeah, we're pretty excited about this entire ecosystem of being able to like exchange for patterns. So yeah, it's really cool. So if you have any questions, you can always go here as well. I'll leave the link here as well. You can come check it out. You can find the frequently asked questions here, just in case you might forget. Marilyn says, I got it mainly to import patterns I bought before Ribblr. I use this app exclusively. Nice. Well, we're really glad that you have a place to like have just like a library of interactive and digital patterns. They are definitely very helpful to have. Ken says, I have 0 gems, sadly. Did you already spend the one you got? Vincent, I have this new challenge that is weekly, and this week is Ribblr Detective. Oh, cool, cool. I'm not sure I'll be able to open that. Oh, well, thanks so much for the showing that off. Fiona, showing your friends. Bracelet, I won't be able to open that up now due to being that we're streaming right now, so we'll have to hold off on that, but thanks for sending that over. I did spend the one I got. Nice. Which one did you do? Nice. Well, before we jump into like kind of the technical stuff, we did want to make sure that all of you knew that we do have the chance for for one of you to win another gem. So we do have a gem giveaway today. We'll be picking the winner at the end. So all you need to do is type in a little diamond or gem in the chat and you'll automatically be entered, and we'll be able to share with you who won at the end. Hello, Adele. And for those who are watching on Instagram, you can come check this out on Ribblr.com or the Ribblr app to enter in for the giveaway to win a gem. I bought the Calico Fairy Cat. Oh, nice, nice. Good pattern. So feel free to enter into that. Good job, Fiona. Thanks so much. And then the winner will be receiving like a link after the show, so you'll be able to do that to claim your own. All right, cool. Glad there's a few of you who are excited about the gems. I think a lot of you will like the selection for next month's rotation. And this also helps support the designers who are also involved too. So no worries there on that department. Unfortunately, none of my patterns will be making it into the gem pattern library next month, but hopefully you can catch one soon. Oh, nice. Awesome. Thank you everyone for participating in this. Hopefully the lucky winner is very deserving. Okay, so with that said, we are going to jump into a little bit of some educational tutorial stuff. So this is a really great time to pick up your craft. And after we finish this part, we are going to jump into some crafting, and I am going to work on a sand dollar. I have not made it. I'm going to start from scratch and work on this new pattern on stream. So I'm not excited about the gems. I'm very excited. Way too hyper. Nice. Glad it is sparking something within you. Good to hear. Good to hear. So let's jump over to the pattern upload. I'm uploading another pattern today. So let's jump into the pattern upload section. So I'm going to have the chat there. So what we're doing today, and this will only be about 20 minutes. I just want to show you how fast you can do this. So if you are someone who is uploading patterns, especially existing patterns, or even just starting a new pattern, this is a really great way on being able to check out what it looks like when you're in the system. So if you have any questions during this portion, feel free to ask. You can sit back and relax and grab a drink. I have a coffee right in front of me, which is not sitting well. So as someone who wants to start a new pattern, so let's see here, we're at 12:30 my time. So we're gonna try to do this in 20 minutes. And this is my shooting star pattern, which I will have available to everybody for free after this. So exciting. You'll be able to go claim that pattern. So let's jump right on into it. So I can, at the very beginning of rebuild, actually, let me show you how I got here. So right here in your shop, you can click new pattern. Hello, Ami Mommy, how's it going? Actually, we're going to not have chat there today. All right, we're gonna browse. So the very first thing you wanna do is grab those product photos that I'm sure many of you are really good at. So you wanna just grab those product photos, and then here is where it'll show it off on the front page. So I can upload my star patterns here. I'm actually going to put the horizontal one first. And this is my shooting star crochet pattern. It's crochet. Yeah, I think due to the sewing, I'm going to call this intermediate. We're going to call this a toy. It's a one size. And then tags. Summer emoji for the postcard and gem for a free gem. Yes, Vincent, I am in a dark living room because it's night for me and all I see is the show. It is literally my light. Nice, nice. Well, candles are definitely a goated and OG way of also gathering light, so you can always light one of those. Glad to have you here, Ami Mommy. So we can do some tags. So, you know, we want people to know that it's crochet. If people are looking for a star pattern, I'll put star. I'll put easy crochet. Amigurumi. Some people don't know that word, so we'll call it a plushie. And I think that's good for now. The pattern description, I can simply go to my pattern now. And I can go grab all those notes and everything that I had already left. So as you can see here, I can just simply highlight, copy, and we'll go throw it here. You do have to do a little bit of reformatting here, but that is okay. Just want people to know what I do and don't want them to do. I am not someone who wants people to redistribute my patterns. So if you are someone who posts patterns on Ribblr, I do think it's worth saying that. However, it's a little bit of a dated thing only because it was originally a PDF, but with Ribblr, it's a lot easier to feel more secure in people not stealing your patterns and redistributing it. You do have a bit more control over your patterns, and if you ever feel like someone is maybe like abusing a pattern in any way, you can always reach out to Ribblr and we can help get rid of that out of that person's library. Although it's not 100% effective to because people can screenshot and copy and stuff, Ribblr does add a lot of extra steps that can stop theft from happening. So that is one of the big perks on being on Ribblr. Hello, Umi Zumi Crochets. How's it going? Yeah, for the gauge. So you have all your measurements in here. Luckily, I do have my measurements, so I can put those in. And then the cool thing about Ribblr is you do not need to explain the abbreviations. Hello, M. Sarah. How's it going? We are actually on Ribblr.com and our YouTube. We are showing that all off. And yes, it is. You are able to sell in here. Yes. So you can ask any questions over here. So I'm going to come back here afterward and do the materials. But I'll just show you really quick what that kind of looks like. So for example, a tool that I have to use are scissors. So I want to put that in there. And if you are someone who has an affiliate link, you are able to put that here in, as an external link, which is really goated of Ribblr to offer. So this really just adds so many other ways to be able to make a passive income through this platform, which especially nowadays is a really, really beneficial thing to be doing. So I'll come back to the materials, but I did want to show you the pattern uploading part. So when you are doing this, Ribblr does a great job at giving you a tour and everything, but I already know how to do all that. So let's jump into it. So on the bottom right, that is the pattern. This is the shooting star. So let us get into it. So we're going to be starting with the main body. So of course here, actually, let me move the chat. Starting off with the main body. So I want people to know where to start and how. And as you can see here in the pattern, I don't need to copy and paste this one at a time. I can actually copy all of this. I can copy. I go here at the very start, I paste it, and Ribblr automatically can consider this to be certain different rounds, so it'll label that and put it all into separate lines. And on top of that, for these 7 rounds of single crocheting in the round, it'll automatically turn that into 7 different ones or 7 different single crochets. So that is a really helpful and beneficial tool here. So copy and pasting makes it just so much faster and easier. Like, so yes, so for like the subheaders, so right here, if I wanted this to be something else, I can simply click the change line mode. And if I want it to be informational, I can also make it a bit more exaggerated, keep it as a title. But for me, it's helpful to keep it as around 1. So I'm gonna re-input that. So I wish I had done more photos for this pattern, but I didn't. So I will remember that for the future. But that's all done there. So now the next part is the star points. So sometimes you'll run into small issues. So like, for example, the font that I used in my original PDF does not work because I used a different font. So I can go in here and manually put in star points, make 5, and then I can turn that into a header. And then the rest of it that I've highlighted here on the pattern, I can go here and just like we saw before, I can just simply copy and paste, and already time has been saved. As you can see here, you can see a photo of all the pieces. So over here on the last one, I can also add and upload a photo. Unfortunately, this part will be a little bit more manual, but you're saving so much time by copying and pasting that it's not the biggest deal in my opinion. And honestly, if you haven't touched a pattern in a while, this is actually a really great way to kind of refresh your memory on the whole thing. So let me go grab that photo, and you can usually leave these like in your pattern. And here you can even edit the photos too. So if you are doing this from scratch, you can take a photo, and you can do this on mobile as well. You can edit your photos in real time rather than having to pay for another service, such as like Adobe or another editing software. So this is really awesome. And you can decorate it too. You can see over here on the left-hand side, a lot of different options. We add that in here, and it shows up. Let me hide this really quick. So if you're a user, you'll see this appear. Yeah, you'll see this appear on the side. So that's what your like customers and users will see. So pretty cool. By the way, what time is it for you, Vincent? Everyone else? It is 12:40 for me, p.m. Hello, Lania or Alana. So we have that. So we'll continue on, and I'm already about halfway done. And once I finish this, I then now have a new form of passive income. So you know, all these little steps you have to take when you're on Ribblr, it all adds up to create something new for yourself. So this one is an informational one. And then if you didn't see from before, you can actually highlight these, and then you can click this merger key. So it'll merge it all together. Yo, I thought Adobe was pronounced as Adobe, right? My time is 9 p.m. Oh, it's late for you. All right, so here you can see we're already at the assembly section, so I can put that in here. And in the future, we might actually also have a... Are you posting this pattern for us also? Yes, so everyone who is here watching the show, you will be able to come claim this pattern for free, only for you, because it will be on sale shortly. So you can come in and grab that. I'll have that here at the end. And if you were here last time, were you able to go grab the giraffe pattern? And then here, so I do explain it. What I like to do is, if you don't have like a certain instruction to go with your photo, you can be creative, because as you see here, I describe what's going on here, and then I show photos. You can just, for me, I like to just add like photo example 2, photo example 3. So photo example 2. And then I can just duplicate that. I'm going to call this next one 3, this next one 4. So I've already added that first one. So here's that first one. Here's that second one. Here's that third one. Hello, Kami Brat. How's it going? Good to see you. Yeah, it was the last show. It's in my shop. I think it actually might still be free. Hello, everyone on watching on Instagram. Sorry you cannot see the screen. We are streaming on Ribblr.com. Some really good information on how to upload patterns to Ribblr. So open up Ribblr.com or the Ribblr app to come find the show. So I've got my examples there. And then I want to add an informational thing, make sure people to know to stuff their work. Because if you're an amigurumi artist, awesome. Can't wait to see you over there, Crochet Ando. Just got the giraffe. Nice. What's this? I'm currently showing how to upload a pattern, hopefully within 20 minutes, onto Ribblr. So if you are someone who is a pattern designer, seller, this is really great information to know. We will be going until probably like 1:20-ish. So as you can see, okay, wow, I did a lot of photos. All right, we're gonna bust through this. I'm just gonna be talking to all of y'all while I do this. Just a lot of copy and pasting. You can see all of my steps. So once again, when I copy and paste, it becomes 2 lines. You can simply click this check and then click the merge button and you're good to go. How many of you are crocheting while I go through all this? Or knitting as well. Knitting is kind of on the rise. Ribbit's actually really good at knitting, so if you want someone to impress, that's who it would be. And another cool thing about Ribblr, if you existed in the time of PDFs being the absolute norm, there is definitely a rite of passage of, you know, you like come out with a pattern. There's a bunch of people who like will buy it, download it, only to find out that you made a mistake. So you have to like email everybody who's bought it, resend them the pattern, apologize. But with Ribblr, you can edit it in real time. So all you have to do is unpublish it, make the edits, republish. It still isn't everyone's library, but then they get the edits without having them, like, you know, the customer having to like replace it and stuff. So that's one of my favorite features, I think, as a designer on this platform. Vincent, I noticed that you get chat quite delayed. What's that about? I'm not sure. Like, do you mean like responding to it or showing up in the chat? Marilyn says, I'm crocheting, working on a top to match my skirt, matching the outfit for my daughter's wedding. Oh, fun. Nice. And while I do this, feel free to ask any questions that you may have. Okay. It takes a good 45 seconds for your chat to catch up to ours. I think it's on the video itself. You can just, there's like a weird thing. So you might need to like actually scroll ahead on the video. I'm crocheting a blanket while watching you. Oh, Juna, you should definitely come on by to the Ribblr app or Ribblr.com. I think you'll have a more enjoyable time. That way you'll be able to see the screen and everything I'm working on. Would absolutely love to see you over on the platform. Okay, so was that effective for everybody who just did that? Oh, it's always delayed. Okay. I mean, there's also just a natural delay when it comes to streaming. Wait, I'm crocheting the star blanket that was on the breaking news. Oh, really? Cool. Hello, Heaven Star. Good to see you. I don't usually see you on Instagram. How's it going? I hope to see you over on Ribblr. That pattern looks amazing. I cannot wait to get it. It will be done here shortly. Everyone's patience, and once we're finished with this, we'll get the winner announced for the gems, and then I'm gonna start crafting as well. So I hope everyone likes this pattern. I hope this is helpful for those who are looking to upload to Ribblr. And then next week, well, on August 8th for our next show, we will be having an interview with a really awesome crafter. Good, trying to get on here with my mom in Florida. Nice. As you can see, I have to do a lot of merging for my patterns. My old patterns, I feel like I wrote so much when I probably didn't need to. I just realized my Ribblr shop anniversary is tomorrow. Also, my birthday's coming up on the 29th. That's awesome, Elizabeth. Congratulations on all the big things happening, though. Hi B, how's it going? Yay, good to see you. Thanks so much for making it today. I hope you're doing well. And in the future, we may just be able to have people submit patterns so I can just kind of do this on the stream. I didn't hit my 20-minute goal, but that's okay. A little bit longer of a pattern than I remember it being, but at least I was good about photos. I don't think I'll make it on August 8th. I have school. I think I might not be here. That's okay. You can definitely catch the VOD afterward. do. I started crocheting a year ago this month, so I call it my first crochet anniversary. Some people call it like a hook anniversary. But congratulations, that's always so exciting. I'm on year 9 of crocheting. Knitting has been definitely a struggle. I wish knitting was easier for me, but yeah. Okay, so all the photos have been added to it. Sounds good. So once you're all done with that, you can actually up here click where is it? So if I click rebuild, so right now I'm in the editor mode, I can click rebuild, and this is what it's going to look like for your audience. So, you know, they can click into the photos, they can see everything. Oh, actually, hold on, let me get rid of, I'm going to move myself. So this is what your customers will see, all of these things going into the photos. And if you, I want to go just a tiny bit deeper into this actually. I'm gonna go grab, so I am also a YouTuber, so I can also go grab my my tutorials. So for example, maybe I want to show people, oh, let me share this. Maybe I want to show people, so let me go back to the editor mode. I want people to come check out the magic ring. So this is, you can actually have other links. So this one, I can add a video. So I'll click that. I'll paste in my YouTube video. I'll click the check mark. So now you can come check out my tutorial, which shows up here. And as a YouTuber, I still get that viewership. I still am able to get those views, which is really helpful and dandy. I love to see that. So you can also input all your other, you know, kind of links and resources as well. So that is what that looks like. Everything else is looking pretty good to me. I know that this is a tried and true pattern. However, if this is your first time posting a pattern, highly recommend making sure that you are using the tester zone on Ribblr to make sure you get more pairs of eyes on there too. How long did it take for you to make this pattern? I made this a long time ago, so I kind of really don't remember. Definitely definitely a few days. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna go do the materials section, and we're gonna get this live, and then all of you can go grab it. So not too bad, kind of fun talking about all this with all of you. So we'll go to the materials. So we're gonna go worsted weight, and then we do need like a mustard. And then of course, feel free to use really any worsted weight yarn. It does not have to be the anti-pilling, which I don't even know if I was like the biggest fan of the anti-pilling. Like, I definitely see what it's trying to do, but at least when I used it, I don't know, wasn't for me. Have any of you used that kind of yarn before? And then of course you can use your, like I said, if you have like an affiliate link, you can always use that too. So we're almost done. What the heck? Hold on, I am not trying to do that. Okay, that's my bad. Okay, let's get some other things. Do some notions. 2 by 12 millimeter safety eyes. So let's use an example of that actually. So I can go over here to my Amazon and then I can literally put that here. We'll add another item. Okay, polyfill for sure. And then I'm a big believer in the 4 millimeter hook. All right, feeling good about that. I'm gonna put some notes here. Okay. So let's go right through it again. I'm gonna go into customer mode so you can see what it's gonna look like. There's my star. So we have my measurements and abbreviations, which Ribblr automatically does for you. And look, it even tells you the color, which is so sick. So this looks really good. And then here is the pattern. So let's exit. I'm gonna come back in and refresh. And one of the cool things, like another big quality of life thing about Ribblr is, let me, so this is the part I want to show you. So when you're in a pattern, so rather than having to always scroll over here on the right side, I can just simply click these and go straight to it. So if I want to go to the assembly section, I can go over here, go straight to assembly. If I want to go to the rainbow section, it'll bring me right to the rainbow. I can start with the main body, goes right to the main body part. So yeah, really cool. This is like the interactive part. So all looks fine to me. I'm feeling pretty happy about it. And like I said, this has been a tested pattern, so I don't need to do all those extra steps. Right now it's gonna be $0 for all of you. It's gonna be only on Ribblr because that's the only place it's at. And I'm going to publish. And I now have a brand new pattern on Ribblr. So thank you everyone for taking 20-30 minutes to watch me do that, asking questions. I now have a new passive income at my disposal. So feel free though, while it's free, go ahead and check that out on my Ribblr shop. It is in the comments. All right, bye Elizabeth, take care, have a wonderful weekend. So there's the link. You can go claim that for yourself. And yeah, pretty easy. So definitely keep your eyes out. I don't mind doing this. I actually kind of like the process of uploading. So keep an eye out for the community section where I might even ask for submissions of patterns I can do on screen. Hopefully I can speed run them, do some marathons even, get some prizing going in the future. So enjoy the shooting star pattern. The giraffe is also still free, which will go on sale starting tomorrow. So feel free to grab that as well for being here. Appreciate all of you doing that. Going a lot of yellow patterns. So we've gone through quite a bit. I do want to announce though, we are going to look, before we get into the crafting, we are going to announce our Ribblr gem pattern winner. So let me pull that up for everybody. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this up on screen. It might show up really huge, so I'm just gonna say the winner, like, we'll get into it. So the winner for, actually, let me make sure before I say it, make sure that everyone, that you have your gems that you can use as a token to exchange for the pattern library. We did just do our pattern gem giveaway, and the winner for this giveaway, and I'll reach out after this. The winner for today's pattern gem giveaway is Ken. Woohoo! Congratulations, Ken890, for winning a gem. I will be in touch after the show today to message you, so make sure to keep an eye out for your Ribblr inbox. Congratulations, woohoo! One day I'll have a soundboard for these kind of things, so congratulations to you. You'll be able to claim your gem. Brava! And this will be true for all the future shows, so make sure to come on by and check those out. Of course. So we'll get that sent over to you ASAP after the show. So, yeah, congratulations. So we've done the heavy, hard hitting parts. So let's get into some crafting. We'll keep the chat up. And today is beach inspired. So I am going to, from scratch, work on, I think I'm going to make a sand dollar. This week on our roundup post, we had some beach inspired theme patterns. You can always promote your own too. This kind of came from because I got to spend the weekend at the beach and I had a really great time. You can find some of the applicable beach themed patterns here in the post, and you can also as well come on by and promote your own there too. So let's get started. I'm pulling out my tools in my Snorlax pencil pouch. Of course. Thanks for being here and participating. So who else in the chat has their projects on hand? I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee. Holy. Me, nice. Wait, is it over? No, it's not over. Now we're just chilling. I have my project. Maybe I'll show off some of the merch. I don't know if y'all know, but Ribblr now has some merch. My favorite merch we have are the hats, but I have headphones on, so I can't really wear it. You can check out the Ribblr hat. I wear this out to when I go out to social events, repping the ribbit. And I think what I'm actually gonna do is, for those who didn't get to see the breaking news, I'm actually gonna come hang out and we're gonna rewatch that for those who didn't get to see it. But I'm gonna throw myself on top of it so we can watch it together. So let's watch the news while we do some crafting, and then we'll get back into conversation.
Thank you, Vincent. Looking good today. Blankets are officially on the rise across Ribblr with a cozy wave of new projects underway. Users The Enchanted Crafter, Frockrochet33, Shutchetaholic10, Mr. Frogman, Fiona's Life, Mulberry25, and Hazel412 have all picked up their hooks to start stitching blankets, many featuring star and flower motifs. One user even hinted at frogs making a cameo. It's soft, it's stylish, and it's definitely a trend to watch. Users report that Labubu is still trending with lots of makes and patterns added every day. These mischievous plushies are multiplying like yarn bunnies, and it looks like the craze isn't slowing down. In an unexpected plot twist fit for a telenovela, a Coldplay concert became the backdrop for a public cheating scandal. One fan confronted her partner mid-show, receipts and screenshots in hand. Ribblr users are calling it, "This drama's got more layers than a temperature blanket." In a surprise release, Pokemon Friends has launched on mobile and Switch, and it's suspiciously on brand for us crafters. The new game makes you solve puzzles to collect special yarn which can be used to create cute Pokemon plushes. Think of it as Amigurumi meets Match 3 with Pikachu. And yes, after hearing this news, I did immediately try to crochet a Bulbasaur. Don't ask to see the outcome. A new K-pop fantasy film featuring demon hunters, glittering swords, and perfectly choreographed fight scenes is making waves across fan circles. And yes, the fits are flawless. The hype is spilling over into Ribblr too, with users dreaming up themed projects and patterns. And while the film is trending, so is spoiling it for your friends. I haven't seen it yet, but apparently I know everything that happens. Thanks a lot, group chat. And that's all the Stitch-worthy stories for today. I'm Ribbot, hopping off the news desk and sending it back to Vincent on the Ribblr Show. Ribbit, ribbit.
Nice, thanks Ribbit. Does anyone else think Ribbit's kind of attractive? Not K-pop Demon Hunter? That movie's good. What are you talking about? That Coldplay thing was diabolical. They had nothing, they had no one else but to blame but themselves. Hi Heaven Star, good to see you. How's it going today? Kiss him to become a prince? I guess someone had to say it. Sup Sunflower Sky, how's it going today? To become a yarn prince? Ain't gonna be me. Here, why don't one of y'all record that, send it my way, and then I'll play it for the Ribblr show. And I am currently making this pattern from scratch, so. Good. Good to hear, good to hear. But yeah, so that's breaking news. So don't forget to make sure to add your favorite things about what's going on in the community posts. Here for the Crochet Chaos on Netflix. Here for the crochet. What are you talking about? I'm sewing my granny square sweater right now. Ooh, cool, cool. Yeah, I teach crochet classes on the weekend, and that's always what people want to like get into making is granny squares. Writing your pattern as you speak. Hello for the Crochet Chaos. How's it going? What's the pattern gonna be? The chat is delayed. There might be a small, but is something we will have to. Okay, it's fine. It's real time for me. Making a pattern with this top, I am starting out too. Oh, nice, nice. Was anyone able to take any helpful information today with the going over on how to upload a Ribblr pattern? Also, who was the one who just talked bad? Talked about bad about K-pop Demon Hunters, because that ish was awesome. Also, I wanted to share. I wanted to share what this new Pokemon card just came out in this new set, and I wanted to share it with all of you. You're not bothered to watch awesome, good music. But anyways, so I got some cards, and I was really hoping I would pull this, but I didn't. Yeah, look how good this is. This is a dream right here, to be able to get one of your projects on as a card. I would be able to just like never have a bad day after that. Since I was on here last week, so nothing new to me, but I got your new pattern. Thank you so much, Bracelet. Y'all pray for me. My market is 2 weeks away and I'm panicking. I don't have enough. That would be scary. Good luck. Good luck, Ami Mommy. I have done several imported patterns. You made it look easy. I'm sure it will be helpful for others. Yeah, I'm so glad you think so. Is there going to be any challenges soon? There is a challenge right now. Here, why don't we go check it out? Oh, also a reminder that Freebie Friday, remember to go grab this crochet pattern today only. It is free. All you have to do is follow. And when it comes to challenge, which I'm glad you asked, we do currently have a challenge going on right now. Let me pull that up. Hold the phone. So here, if you've claimed your pattern, so all you have to do for this one is just work on a project you bought or you claimed with your gem, and then all you have to do is submit it here in the journal. And once you submit it here, you can find all the submissions here, and this is how you'll be picked as a winner. So you can kind of see what everyone is working on. You hit your pattern limit already. If you have Ribblr Plus, that actually gets rid of your pattern download limit. So if you are someone who has posted here in the comments, make sure that you are posting here on like the pattern itself to give it a journal, which I think most people have. Maybe not everybody. So make sure that you are doing that. Yes, there was a challenge, so make sure to go check it out. Let me actually send the link to the challenge. It's not too late. It's definitely not too late, so go check that out. Oh my god, my cat's so cute. I have to add the tail. Lol, if I got Ribblr Plus, I would probably get every free pattern in one day. I mean, that's your prerogative. It is a cool card. I am just making a sand dollar coaster. So what I'm doing is I am just making this as wide as possible. I'm going to embroider some of the little, like, you know, details on that. You're too poor. Well, it do be like that sometimes, but perhaps opportunity is in the near future that you'll be able to try out Ribblr Plus. Who knows? Definitely keep your eyes peeled. The last Friday of the month. Time flies by fast, doesn't it? No, that means school's almost here for me. You know, once you get to a certain point, you kind of have to work. Like, once you get into the workforce, it's every day. I forgot summer vacation was even a thing. They're talking about Ribblr Plus. I canceled a karaoke app to get Ribblr Plus. Way better. Oh, let's go, Marilyn. Okay, we respect that. Summer's too short. I'm not really like the biggest fan of summer, so I don't really care. Imagine going to school so soon. It's good though. Education's good. I can't afford Ribblr Plus, sadly. Well, you know, we're always looking for ways to make it more accessible, so keep your eyes out. I have patterns I created. You hate school? You hate learning? Is that what I'm hearing, Sunflower? School's cool. School's really cool, actually. No, education is horrible. I don't condone any of this. Education's a good thing. Education is a privilege. Crochet is better. Crochet is an education. Sunflower Sky, you don't need a plus. Yeah, you can create your own patterns for free. You don't need Ribblr Plus for that. Ribblr Plus just helps get rid of the ads that you find in some free patterns, gets rid of the download limit. You can even make boards, which I think boards are super cool. And with Ribblr Plus, you get a free gem. Depending on which tier you're in, you can get free gems every month. I have to wake up every Thursday at 6 a.m. Some people have to do that every day for work. I love school. Crocheting takes math, reading, and science. All right, let's see if I can. See if I can show you the embroidery part. I would always crochet in the back of class. I crocheted a lot when I was in school, and it helped me focus so much. To start selling patterns, you just need to open up a shop, click my stuff in my profile, do that. Yes. Do it. Do it. Yes, lots of stickers. Oh, you're not allowed to crochet in school? That sucks. I really want to be able to show y'all the hand cam. But maybe it's not working. All right, what's okay? I'll make some good progress on this coaster. I tried selling at school, but found I wasn't allowed. That kind of makes sense. Okay, maybe I'll show you the hand cam once I get to the embroidery, because I am not someone who likes to have my hands out. Holy moly. Yeah, as gifts, that would be nice. It's definitely worth making, I think, gifts for your teachers. If you're someone who is going back into the educational system come this fall, teacher gifts are awesome. Thank you so much, Hawkins. I have to go. The show was great. Have a good one, Hawkins. Take care. All right, bye, Bracelet. Thanks so much for coming, grabbing the patterns. It was really good to have you here today. Vincent, I swear I thought your Ghastly sticker was Darkrai. I can see that. I actually just got another Pokemon tattoo. I'll show it to you. I don't want to get my feet involved, but there it is, my little Ditto Magnemite on my leg. So, turned out good. I actually have another Ditto Lapras in the back. All right, bye, Umi. How'd it go? Take care. Thanks for coming. So this star sand dollar I'm making is literally just like a circle and then some embroidery. How's it going, Squares and Cuddles? Good to see you. Did miss quite a bit of it, unfortunately, but that's okay. Really glad to see you here. You'll be able to check out the recap afterward. But we are just crafting for a little bit. That's a cool tattoo. Oh my god, I love all the dittos. Thanks, Ami Mommy. I'm way too scared to live stream, even though I can. I even went to a social worker for 2 years because my teacher said I was too shy. I mean, live streaming is definitely not for everybody. Like, that's okay. How big does this need to be? Okay, that obviously needs to be bigger. But I'm gonna show what my idea was, because we are running out of time. And I am doing this completely from memory. So let's see here. Let's pull out darning needle. You are a very good crocheter, by the way. I don't know where you're getting that from. This is this is just a circle. But thank you. I appreciate the kind words. I still want to, but I don't have any courage. Like, it's at the bottom of the earth. I mean, at least live streaming, you can't even see what people's reactions are, so it's hard to care as much. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking some white yarn and I am attaching it to a darning needle. I'm going to go through the center and then I'm just going to make a star. Oh, I guess I messed it up. Wait, what the heck? From a pattern maker perspective, do you think a project can be too simple to be a pattern? Something I'm conflicted with at the moment, so I want to hear what you think. No, I don't think it can be too simple. I think there's patterns that can maybe feel a little disingenuous, but I don't think there's like any project like this little like sand dollar is super simple, but you're just giving instruction. However, if I were to charge like $10 for this pattern that's so simple, then maybe there's an argument to be had there, but I don't think it has to be complex. And I think even from like a maker's perspective, if you're like concerned about getting clicks and stuff, simpler is even just better. Like, I've got some really, really simple ones on my blog. Hello again, Ken. I feel like, do you feel like you have some simple patterns? 'Cause I feel like your patterns are definitely like kind of intricate, no? Oh, I totally messed up. That's okay. No sand dollar is perfect. All right, we have our little sand dollar made. I think if I had more time, I would have done another flat surface, and then I would seam it up and then put some polyfill in the middle for like a little mini pillow. But yay, sand dollar. I'm just overthinking it. Feel free to message me if you have any questions about that. I'm definitely happy to give an input, but I think all of your patterns would be amazing for sure. So like, for example, so for anyone who wants to get the pattern that I uploaded today, feel free to go get that shooting star pattern. But yes, here's how this turned out. So this was like a fun little thing. See, if I made it bigger, you could also make it as a coaster for your teachers and stuff who maybe enjoy the beach. So let's go back over what we went over today before the show ends. So thank you everyone for crafting. Hopefully that helped you get started on a project. And I hope that going over the pattern today was fun for you. Let me pull that up. So if you are wanting to claim, if you're wanting to claim the shooting star pattern that we uploaded from a PDF over to Ribblr today, you can find that for free here. A sand dollar cookie. True. So you can find that. We did make this star. So you can find the shooting star pattern. Thank you everyone who came and joined for the Ribblr gems. That was a lot of fun. Where the heck is it? Thanks for checking out the gems. Make sure to go grab today's freebie from Lovely Crochet. You can do that. You can grab that. The postcard winner will be chosen after the stream. The gems have been given out, so for the winner of that, you'll be in contact soon. And yeah, all fun, good stuff today. We did do an hour and a half. My social battery is definitely whimpering for sure. Does anyone have any questions, concerns, conspiracies? Will your sand dollar be paid? I would definitely put that one up for free. Please don't end. We're just, yeah. Well, I mean, we did quite a bit today. We went through talk and shop. We uploaded a pattern. I even just made something. When will the next show start? We have one on the books for August 8th, which is a Friday. But there may be some differences in scheduling for the Ribblr show. Honestly, I can't even promise you if Fridays will be like the mainstay moving forward at some point, but a lot of things are happening behind the scenes. So hopefully I'll have information for you soon on a schedule. But yeah, it has been a good time. Thank you everyone for participating and jumping in. The Ribblr show is always great, so it's always sad when it ends. I'm so sorry. Well, we've definitely, I'll have some exciting things to share with all of you soon. So hopefully we'll see each other more frequently. But until then, the show is done. So I'm going to be ending it. It has been a great time. Thank you again for being here, making this so much fun to host, asking the questions, getting something out of this. And yeah, yes, please do come next time. Hopefully we'll see you there. Awesome. Well, thank you everyone. Make sure to check out all things Ribblr. Keep your eyes out for all the fun promotions, campaigns, Ribblr surprises. Check out those gems. And make sure to claim your Freebie Friday today. And I will see you for the next show. Take care, everybody.